Today I'm doing a video I have never done on my YouTube channel in 3 years, and that is a reaction video. So recently I discovered Painted by Spencer, and he is an amazing makeup artist, so I thought it would only be fitting to react to one of his videos today. So I'm actually going to be reacting to a tutorial that he recently posted where he transforms one of his models. So if you like this type of video, let me know in the comments and let's get started. So here we go.
Again, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream to prep Angel's skin with. I go in pretty heavy with skincare, especially a moisturizer, because I want the skin to be plump and hydrated for the complexion products we use atop of it.
Super important.
So you saw
Super
me
important.
apply this to the general areas of the face, such as the forehead, cheeks, nose, and chin.
Okay, that's super important. Moisturizing is the most important step to your makeup routine. A lot of people start off with primers, and that's fine, like you do you, boo, but I think moisturizers are where it's at. I stopped using primers a very, very long time ago because I saw no benefit, and honestly, it messed with my products too much. So when I switched to just using a moisturizer on my face and neck, it really helped my foundation just sit really nicely on my skin, have perfect longevity, and I would really recommend trying out a moisturizer. But if you aren't moisturizing regardless of using a primer, you need to start right now. Like, let this be your wake-up call.
For foundation, I'm using the She Glam Skinfinite Hydrating
I love hydrating foundations.
And applying this on with the makeup sponge.
Okay.
Now the shade I'm using here is Golden, which, if you can tell, is a couple shades tanner than her face, but matches her neck and chest.
Okay, I mean, yeah, it matches.
I want everything to
I forget that people self-tan.
So that's why I'm matching the shade to her neck.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody use a sponge like that to apply foundation. Typically, it's either people's fingers, which is nasty, or they use one of many different types of beauty blenders, or they use a foundation brush, but I've never actually seen like just a typical little sponge like that, but it looks like it's applying it nicely. Let's continue. Are you going to contour?
Now that we have this applied, I'm using the
I have never contoured
with
foundation.
In the shade Camel. And
like, obviously it makes sense as to why it would work.
Give it some structure, similar to that of contouring.
Ooh, I love how like wispy he is with his brushes.
Cheekbones,
some people are just very like,
and a bit around the nose before further blending it in with the sponge. Now, of course, if you feel more comfortable bronzing and contouring with powders, then go for it. But I do encourage you to eventually try out different techniques. Maybe just save it for a time.
Me.
You don't have
That's
to
me. Whenever I try out new things, I'm like,
just in case it doesn't.
This isn't going to be for content. This is just for practice purposes.
Chances are, the first time around, it probably won't, and that's okay. You can always wipe it off and try it again.
Okay, now we're on to concealer.
To conceal around the eyes.
That's a lot of concealer,
highlight down the bridge of the nose.
To each their own.
Also blending this in with
no right or wrong.
As for the placement, I'm applying this from the inner corner of the eye down to the nostrils and then back up towards the temples. I really want to brighten this area of the face, almost making it look like there's a spotlight on her at all times. And I like the attention that you obviously want to bring with concealer,
but I personally take mine up very strongly, like angularly. That way everything's really lifted.
Whatever I have left over on my sponge to transfer up onto that area.
Okay, so again, there's no right or wrong when it comes to makeup. Like, you do you and whatever works for you, like, great and all. But the thing with makeup, especially when it comes to foundation and concealer, is that they're meant to be blended out. So when you cake on so much foundation or so much concealer, there's nowhere for it to go to. So that's when people run into the creasiness. That's when people run into the cakiness and the dryness. So a little really goes a long way. Again, at the end of the day, if the finished product is nice, that's cool and all, but you also have to remember that everyone on social media, for the most part, has Facetune or Photoshop going on, videos, a lot of people have filters, so just something to keep in mind, that even if people look like flawless, like sometimes you just know that they don't in person. You know what I'm saying? Like, no shade, but like, you know that they don't, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying. People need to have like realistic expectations sometimes. Okay, so he's taking Laura Mercier. I used that a long time ago and I hated it. Hated it. Do you like Laura Mercier? I
start setting the products around the eyes first, per usual, because this is, this area is usually first to crease, and then I'll move on to setting the rest of the face, and then we'll finally get into using the House Labs Casa.
Ooh, exciting. We get to see some House Labs today too. I've never tried House Labs, but I would like to. Okay, so he just rambled for like a couple minutes about House Labs and whatnot. He set the face like anyone else would. Now he's going in with some blush.
And working this product into the
Ooh, that is gorgeous. What a beautiful coral.
It's exactly as it says in the name. It's a gel powder hybrid, so it's smooth.
Wow, that's intense. That's too intense for me. I could never.
Use it to add color onto the lips if you want.
Okay, here's a pro tip for you. If you apply a product, whether it's cream, powder, whatever, and it's too intense for you, just take whatever residual product is left on your sponge and just stamp over it to tone it down a little bit. Sometimes people will do what's called veiling, where they take translucent powder and they do the same thing. I just like to take my sponge and just go over everything, especially if my contour is too intense or my blush, and just it blends it and it softens it up and you're good to go.
Came out with 4 different colors in this blush formula. you'll see me layer on another
Okay,
shade.
I don't do that. He layers his blush to really create some depth.
I'm using House
I don't do
Laboratories
that.
Casa Gaga 2
Wow.
Gel Powder Highlighter and using this to highlight the skin.
That's gorgeous. I've never used gel powder
Is
before.
a gel powder formula, so it really
That's some
grips
intense
onto the
highlight if you do
skin,
ask me.
the lens out beautifully.
I don't take mine down that far. I don't want attention down at the bottom of my
glow.
cheeks.
And by
I
the
want
way,
up
I'm
and
applying
out.
this on
I
with
want
our
everything
Italian
lifted.
Glam highlighter brush, which is the perfect size.
I also don't take my highlight all the way down my nose. I do a little dot right here and a little bit on the tip of the bridge, and that's it.
But this shade is really
I do like this highlighting the
Over
Cupid's
last
bow
few
kind of
weeks, I've
moment.
used
I
it
don't
on
do it because
fair
I have
skin
facial hair and that would be
tones.
weird.
I've used it on deep skin tones. It really looks beautiful on everyone.
I do above the brow too a
As you
little
can
bit.
see here, it adds
Get that
that
natural glow.
luxurious sheen to her skin. Moving on to the
Okay,
brows, I'm
brow
using the
time.
Edge Precision Brow Pencil, also from House Laboratories, and using this to fill in and shape her brows. Now, I'll say this. Every
Okay,
other
I am a
product
fan
I'm
of brow
using today
pencils.
from House Labs, specifically the Italian Glam Collection,
I feel like all
I've
brow
been using
pencils are
for a
pretty much
few
the
weeks
same.
now on different skin tones. And
Okay, I really like that he kept pretty much the same shapes that she has. He just filled them in a little bit, gave them a little bit more structure. The arch, the tail looks beautiful, looks perfect. He just talks so much, and I thought I talked a lot, but brows are brows, very simple. Most people do them pretty much the same way. Okay, brows are done. Now we're moving on to eyeshadow, and I believe he's dipping into the House Labs
this
palette.
shade here from the House Laboratories Love for Sale eyeshadow palette. Now, I'm just using this one shade across the upper lid for this.
That's a pretty
You can
palette.
use any neutral brown shade you have.
Please let me know
already
your
at
thoughts about
home,
House
or
Labs.
use the
Do I
one
need to
I'm using
review it?
today
Do I need
if
to
you
try the
already have
products?
this eyeshadow palette. But I'm keeping
know I
the
love me some
shadow
Gaga, though.
pretty
Just saying.
simple since most of the drama is going to be in the eyeliner today. I only dipped into the shadow once for the upper lid, which was more than enough to give me the depth and dimension I want, before also blending this through the lower lash line.
But we're already going down underneath the lower lash line.
If you're looking
That's
for
like
a more
last for
natural
me.
look, with a little mascara and maybe some gloss, this would be such a beautiful final result as is. But you know, we're going for that
It would.
Italian glam today.
You love a soft
so with
moment.
that said, I'm heading over to the House Laboratories
like some
limited
drama on the
edition
eyes.
Casa
I
Gaga
like some
liquid
drama.
eyeliner and using this to elevate this look into a bold statement. And if you've
Liner.
been watching my channel for
Let's
a
go
while now,
precision.
you know if there's anyone who's going to mess up an
There's
eyeliner,
literally no
it's
drag
gonna
or
be
skip
me.
with that liner.
I don't
That's
have steady
fantastic.
hands, and liquid eyeliners are naturally more difficult
sir, it's
for
gonna
me
be
to
me.
use.
That's why I don't do
so the
it.
fact that I'm
I love
just
hooded eyes.
gliding this on so effortlessly says something. This eyeliner is super pigmented.
That
it
looks
has
effortless.
24-hour wear. It's
Maybe I do
smudge
need to
proof
try
and
this.
it has the
I could be the new
perfect
winged eyeliner
consistency to
king.
it, which
You
is
never
why
know.
I think better than Sex Mascara and
Ooh,
running
I love
this
this
through the upper
technique.
and lower lashes.
I like how he
I do
takes
love
it
a chunky
vertically and
bottom
goes through the
lash
lashes.
individual, so that's what I'm going to
Ooh.
go for today. And for the top lashes, I am
I love
adding
that.
on
I would like to try
falsies.
that.
I
need to add
applied
that
them off
to
camera
my list.
because I created my own by applying individuals to a strip lash just to customize
Wow.
the shape I want for her.
I've never seen someone apply mascara like that, and I'm
I created a whole tutorial on it
intrigued.
already. I'll link it down below if you want to watch it. But once I have those applied,
eyeshadow's so subtle, but I feel like with this look overall, it really goes well just because the drama is with
but this
the
time
cheeks,
in
the
the shade
complexion, the
Rose
highlight,
Sweetie,
and the
which is a
liner.
beautiful pinky
And that's fine.
orange shade that complements the apricot coral
He's
shade.
layering
we used
on that
earlier. You all
blush.
know by
I don't
now
like blush
that I'm a
that
sucker
much.
for blush. I love layering it and
What's
mixing
next?
together different shades. A great little trick
he's giving
to
a little
use
Marilyn
to just
Monroe beauty
being
mark.
a little extra today.
Cute.
I'm adding a beauty mark
That
to her
liner.
cheek for that
Like a
classic
little-
Italian movie star vibe. And it's also
true.
a great little trick to
No,
use
I don't have a zit.
to
It's a beauty
disguise
mark.
texture from
We all
a
have little
blemish you
hacks,
may
and
have.
tricks, little secrets.
Now for the lips, I'm using the
Okay,
Buxom
onto the
Powerline
lips. I was
Pumpkin
curious to
Lip
see what he's
Liner
gonna
in
do
the
with
shade
lips.
High Def Honey to line her lips with. You've probably seen me use this
That's beautiful.
a couple of times by now on my
I
channel.
wanted to see a
I
color
think
like
it makes
this
for the
because
perfect
I want a
neutral
bold
nude
lip.
shade to complement the lipstick we'll
Stunning.
pair with it next. The lipstick I'll be using today is from the House Laboratories,
Okay,
and I'm
let's top it
applying
off
this
with some
straight to
lipstick,
the
of
center
course,
of
in
the
the
lip. These
center.
lipsticks are a demi satin finish. They have that high impact color to them. They feel extremely comfortable
Beautiful.
on the lips, and I love that they come in a set of minis. It's so convenient to throw.
Ooh, I
in
just
your
got like a
purse or
Kylie
your
Jenner moment
pocket
right there for a
and
second.
Go about
And for a
your
split
day
second,
with
I saw
it. The same
Kylie.
goes for the glosses. The gloss I'm
saying.
using on top of this lipstick is the Casa Gaga La Luce Lip Glaze in the shade
that's
Caramella
stunning.
Dioro.
Ooh,
But
look
here's
at that
swatches
pink,
of all
though.
three
I
shades.
could
that
never,
came
but,
out
like,
with
it's
in this lip
gorgeous.
glaze. I like applying this to the very center of the lip for that high impact shine and dimension
Yes.
it gives. The
I just was talking about that on TikTok the other day. You want that extra shine, that extra bold moment, put a little bit of glitter, a little bit of shiny gloss, right in the center. that really brings attention to it and really just zhuzhes up your lip a little bit.
Gel powder highlighter.
Ooh.
And running this
We're going
across
down
the
to the
collarbones
and
this
the
extra
shoulders.
step makes
I want a pretty
all
collarbone.
the difference. Literally makes her skin look like a 24-karat bar of gold, doesn't it? By the last product I'm using is the MAC
setting
Fix
spray.
Plus
Here we go.
spray
We're doing the MAC
to set
Fix
this makeup into
Plus.
place, which makes this the final
We're gonna
step
try that.
in how I created this Italian glam movie star look
Okay, here's
on
the
our
before,
naturally
gorgeous.
beautiful model.
Here's the after, even more gorgeous. Ooh, I am seeing some Gaga right there. I am seeing some Gaga, some Marilyn, some Madonna. How beautiful. How absolutely stunning.
And there we have it, kids. I hope
I
you all
did enjoy it.
today's
Thank you,
tutorial.
Painted by Spencer.
If you did, be sure.
Okay, let's reel it in. My face has been itchy through this whole video. There's like a hair on my face and I can feel it. Anyway, so if you've never seen Painted by Spencer, you're welcome. He is amazing. He's so beautiful and he's so talented. There were a couple moments where I'm like, reel it in, but like it's always, I feel like it's always one of those trust the process kind of things with certain people, and I feel like he's one of those people. And overall, she was gorgeous before, she was gorgeous after, and I loved seeing new techniques. I've never seen or tried the vertical mascara technique, so I will definitely be trying that out on TikTok for sure. So go follow me at Cody J Artistry. Duh, shameless plug, always. I love that. I loved his lip combo. I think the foundation for contour is something that I would like to try. I typically use a lot of powder products, and I am getting more towards like the dry skin moment these days, so I do need to do more hydrating and moisturizing types of products on my face, more cream based especially. So definitely want to try that out. So did you see any techniques in this video that you would like to try? Or are there any techniques in this video that you already do? I would love to know. Definitely a lot of things that I want to try out for sure. So you'll, I'm sure, see those on a future video. But I hope you enjoyed today's reaction video. If you want more videos like this, please let me know in the comments below. Maybe I can react to one of your videos if you are a beauty YouTuber, or if you're any type of YouTuber, honestly. I don't care. I'll react to whatever, unless it's like gross things like bugs and creepy crawlies. That's a no-no for Cody J. That's a no-no. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up down below. Click that big red subscribe button so you can join my YouTube family. Turn on my video post notifications by clicking that bell icon and switching it to all. And I thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have the day you deserve.